it's frustrating big time because it's another narrow defeat. Nobody's really. We're not losing games heavily. We're competitive in all of our matches. We're just in today's game just left it a bit late to really have a go. But I think there was a lot of pluses in our overall performance, but we've just been undone with a couple of switches off of defending that can happen. A bit of bad luck the way the ball rebounds off the post. But ultimately, probably, maybe could have snatched a draw near the end, but it was disappointing again to come away with nothing. We actually started the game quite brightly, and I think we'd had a couple of good attacks without really coming to anything. We'd had a free kick opportunity right in the edge of the box, which we wasted. And then I think conceding a goal kind of knocked the wind out of us a wee bit for a period of the match, but we got over that, through a difficult spell. They had a wee good spell of pressure at that point. We got through that, and I thought we've ended the half on the front foot as well, coming back into the game, and we felt we could kick on in the second half, and again we've caught out with a ball over the back of us, and it's kind of hurt us again. And then when you're two behind at this level, you're just asking for a mountain to climb, and it was too much in the end, despite the great effort we made for the last sort of 15-20 minutes when we made some changes and freshened up, and made a few chances at that point, but didn't get the goal early enough to really put the pressure on. It's a real frustration the way we've lost the goals. It's a good ball over the top, and there's a good player who likes to do that, and she's done it twice in the game. I thought we'd handled that side of the game quite well, but it just shows you if you switch off, whether that's marking or ball watching or whatever, you get punished. I'm not sure. I'll need to look it back. Maybe Jenny could have came out. I think she had a heavy touch at goalkeeper. Maybe could have came for it and smothered. I'm not sure. That was my instinct at the time. But it kind of knocks the stuffing out of you, because again we're not being cut open. The goal's not getting peppered with shots. We're not really struggling and things like that. I think so. From that point of view, it's really, really disappointing, and as I said then, it was a wee bit of a reshuffle to try and go for it. But we've got a few things there that we can take away, and hopefully, the fact that we are competitive in every match. I don't know whether that's better or worse at the moment. To be competitive and lose narrowly, but still be losing and losing heavily and being able to just get over it. So we'll see. We'll take the break and hopefully come back in the new year refreshed. Hopefully get a few of the injured players back. And hopefully, give ourselves a better position to compete from. Tidy Burchell's come in this week. We had a couple of late injuries in the week with Chloe Muir and Hannah Scott, which kind of again, they've done really, really well for us recently, Chloe Muir in particular. So Tyree, we spoke to Celtic about Tyree, and we were able to bring her in this week. So hopefully that's something that we can continue. I think that all parties are quite keen on that. She came on, she had a couple of chances. I'm pretty sure she'll be sleeping tonight, thinking she probably scored. She certainly should have scored the first one, but I thought she came on, she gave us something. She got into good areas, and ultimately that's all you can ask for somebody who's not really met the team or trained with the team yet. And hopefully that's something that we'll be able to develop into the new year as well, and give us a wee bit of fresh legs, fresh impetus. It'd be foolish for us to say anything other than we'd be sitting fifth or sixth. It'd be foolish to say that. I think where we are in the table, is a little bit, is obviously disappointing. Nobody likes to be bottom. I think we've came close in matches. We've been unfortunate not to have picked up more points. It's been a tough spell. Every team will say the same. So we're not alone in that, certainly. But I think we've been competitive in, almost every game. I can only think of two or three matches where I felt we really let ourselves down in a kind of performance capacity. So I think going into the second half of the season, we've got to take the good stuff, learn from where we've been punished, and utilise that in the second half of the season, because there's a lot more than half the season. Say the second half, there's more than half of the season to go. A lot of football to be played. 1-1 gets you back in. It's easier said than done getting that 1-1, but it's no far away. I think the players just need to stay calm, stay together. I'm sure they will, and be ready for that second period of the season come January.